This ain't no disco.
Ain't no country club neither.
This is RVA.
Welcome back, everybody, to a titillating
Enchanted.
episode. Yes.
You always say titillating.
Do I? I'm stuck on that word now. Damn it. Of
Oh la la.
in RVA.
Season 3.
Episode 10
With Big Daddy.
Yes, with Big Daddy.
So Liz, what are we going to be talking about today?
We have an awesome guest with us, Leslie Marie Mosley. We will tell you more about her in just a moment. But as usual, we'll have our main interview. Big Daddy, you gonna drop it on us?
Yes, and this episode I'm going to be talking about some fun facts about golf. So,
Ooh, how
yeah,
fitting.
stay tuned.
And then we're going to be talking about upcoming events as usual, our business of the week, and ending it with some shout outs.
All right, let's do it.
So today's guest is the definition of grace, grit, and a killer golf swing. Leslie Marie Mosley is the founder of Ladies Golf 2, a game-changing community built to welcome more women to the green through confidence, connection, and seriously fun clinics and events. She is also the magnetic host of the American Dream TV, a 2-time Emmy-nominated series spotlighting local leaders and vibrant neighborhoods. You may have caught her on HGTV's House Hunters, no big deal. Whether she's lifting up voices through storytelling, forging powerful partnerships, or helping women rewrite what confidence looks like on and off the course, Leslie shows up with purpose, passion, and undeniable style. Let's welcome the fabulous Leslie Marie Mosley.
Ooh, I like it.
Welcome. It's going to be awesome to have you on. We've been wanting to get you on for so long.
I know, you girls. Guess what? I miss my daughter's swim meet to be here. I'm
Really?
coming. Yes, I had to be here.
Wow.
But
what an
I'll head
honor.
over there after, yeah. But thank you, ladies, so much for having me. And thank you, Big Daddy, for having me.
How old's your daughter?
She's 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we're like soaking in these last moments before college. And then it's like, I don't need you. And it's like, you do still need me.
She will, trust me. I still need my mom.
Right. You never, that never goes away.
True that. I'm 45
Liz needs her
and
mom.
I'm like, Mom, every day.
Yeah. So, yeah. But you girls were so worth it.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay. So, first we're going to kick things off with a fun little segment, our attic and basements, the tops and the bottoms of summer thus far. Shall I kick it off?
Yeah.
I'm loving the new Italian market, Giorno Market. More to come on that later on in the show. But since we went to Italy earlier this year, I'm like, it was fate that an Italian market opened up right over there.
That is kind of funny.
I'm loving my new red Fabletics tennis skirt that I just got, and I'm so happy that it's beach season. And I'm hating that our Richmond personal property tax was due at the same time as our car insurance because, damn, my car is not worth what they're saying because that's some bullshit. Anyway, next.
I'll go next. I'll start with my basement. I got a speeding ticket for the first time on Powhite Parkway.
Powhite.
Powhite.
My GPS guy says Powhitey.
Whitey?
Yeah.
No, that's interesting.
But Powhite?
Powhite.
Powhite. Okay.
But if you're from Richmond, usually Powhite.
Anyway, so I'm going to go to court, which is kind of fun because like I get to dress up and stuff. So I'm going to try to dispute it.
It's not as fun as it seems.
Yes, it is. Don't ruin it for me.
Are you going to hear like music playing as you walk up in your head? Like,
Dun,
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 dun.
dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then my attic. I am excited to check out Allianz. Is that how you pronounce it?
Allianz.
God, I pronounced something right for once. And then I'm also going to the Outer Banks with my boyfriend's family.
Ooh, fun.
And for free. And it's this beautiful beach house.
Exciting.
So that's going to be a treat.
Nice.
I would say my attic is all the fun things we've been doing recently. Like we went to see Full Moon Fever at Upper Shirley. And also, I would say a basement is just all the rain that's been happening recently. It seems like it rains every day.
I know we've put fungus killer on our hibiscus for like the last 3 weeks.
That poor thing.
I know. Well, we've kept them alive for several years, which is an accomplishment in itself for me. So, ma'am, Leslie Marie Mosley, you got any?
Yes, thank you. I would say my attic is that we are hitting 1 year anniversary with Ladies Golf too. So that's pretty
awesome.
amazing next week. And I'd say my basement is the fact that I have not been to a beach yet. And that's
gotta
like
fix
my
that.
favorite thing of the summer. So yeah, I need some sand, I need some water, I need some sun.
Technically, it's not summer yet.
What's,
So
I knew
you're
someone was
almost
going to
there.
say that shit.
What's your favorite?
Well, actually, it will be
There's
by this time.
always
What's your
one,
favorite beach to go
Yeah.
to?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. It's so basic, but it's so good. I like Miami Beach.
Oh, that's
yeah.
not basic.
South Beach.
Love
Yeah,
Miami
I love
Beach.
South Beach. I love Clearwater. Their beach is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun, especially the restaurants and like all the cool places.
I went to Miami last year for the first time ever, and I loved
It's
it.
very
Love it.
expensive
It's
though.
just such a vibe. I love it.
Yeah.
It is a little costly.
But that's
But
what
it's
makes
worth
it
it.
cool.
That is what makes it cool, right?
That's where I took Big Daddy for his 40th birthday.
Big
That's
Daddy.
right, yeah. Mm.
Had some fun down on South Beach.
First question is always, are you from Richmond? If not, what brought you here?
Oh, fun fact. I am from Richmond. I actually just got back, though. I'm from here, but I moved to Atlanta, Georgia for 7 years.
Cool.
And I came back like a year and a half ago, and I've just been rocking and rolling since I've been here. But yeah, it's changed so much.
I know, it's grown so
In a good
much.
way.
I love
Yeah.
Georgia.
Definitely a good
Yeah.
way. 'Cause
Yeah,
when I
so
first
much.
moved here, it wasn't nearly as great as it is now.
Yeah, you got Scott's Edition. You like Short Pump isn't like this little box anymore. It's
I
like
know,
super-
it's crazy.
I keep I have some haters of Richmond who don't know what it's like right now. Like back in the
Oh, they don't
80s
know.
and 90s, they're like, "Oh, Richmond." I'm like, "It is amazing here."
This is new Richmond.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, it was this thing where, are you from old Atlanta or new Atlanta? I would say this is now the new Richmond.
Yeah.
So they have to
Yep.
come back and experience it.
I know, my friends and I call it the black hole because like we all moved away and now we're all back.
So everyone came back home. It was like
Yeah.
the great coming back.
Exactly.
So-
I've heard as Richmond as the velvet coffin because you just get comfortable and you just end up staying forever.
That's me.
Oh, that's
for us
interesting.
outsiders that aren't from
Well,
here.
at
Where are
least
you
it's
from?
velvet.
I'm from the Western New York, where the Finger Lakes are. Upstate
she's
Western
a
New
Yankee.
York. I am a Yankee,
Damn Yankee.
but I love you.
We had to have a Yankee on here for balance.
Yeah.
you
We
know?
needed the balance. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what inspired you to start Ladies Golf 2? Was there a moment when you realized this is something that women really need?
Yeah, so what's interesting is, like I mentioned, I moved back here, and when you move back to a place, what do? Call all of your old high school friends? No one wants to do that. Like I didn't even go to the high school reunion, so why am I going to pick up the phone? It's going to be like, oh, you're calling us? You remember us now? So no, I wanted to meet people, right, and build community. Before I left Georgia, I got the bug for golf. I went out a couple times. And when I came here, I went to like a few tournaments, and it was like, oh my gosh, this will be so cool if I got some girls together, because I didn't know how to play out there, So you're cute on the cart, but
Right.
you don't know how to play. So it ended up being one event. I'm also a realtor. I'm in real estate. So one of my partners at a new community, I asked him to help me out with putting an event together, and we did that, and it has just kind of taken on a life of its own.
It really has.
awesome.
Yeah.
So the vibe of Ladies Golf 2
vibe.
is so empowering and inviting. How did you go about creating such a strong community from the ground up?
You know what? I think it's one of those things that people gravitate to your energy. Like it's like something that pulls people in when you have good energy and your intentions are good. I would say something I've heard a lot from the girls is they like the fact that I pay attention to details. And I think that's because I appreciate that. So the way that I like to be treated is how I want the girls to feel when they come. So I think that's what helped.
Yeah, you make it look so fabulous.
I
Like the
know.
outfits and like all the decor.
And everyone looks like they're having a blast. Like in all the pictures. And I'm like, damn it, I need to come golfing with y'all. We both do.
You
'cause,
girls, you were supposed to come out for like months.
I know.
Big Daddy, what's up with the girls? Why have they not
Why
been out?
haven't you
golfing?
driven us?
I don't know.
Yes. So, audience, make sure that you let these girls know that they need to be on the golf course when you hear this. But yeah, the girls have a really good time, and everyone is so fabulous. I wish I could take the credit for that, but they just know to come.
Wow, yeah.
Like they
Dressed.
just come ready.
Dressed
like
to the nines.
They understand the assignment.
Yes.
9 holes.
So yeah, so they make my job easy to make everything look good on the content.
You're also doing what is it called? Pickleball?
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we just started doing that.
It's
know, we
so
love it.
fun.
It is fun, yeah.
We're actually going out. We've made like a whole series out of it now because we've had so much fun. When Paddle Plant, they were launching, I came across them in like January and I was like, oh my gosh, the girls would love this. And they were still kind of getting things together and they hadn't built out the outdoor patio just yet. So when they did, it was like, I think we did our event in May. So our event was the first one out on the
wow.
patio.
Oh, that's cool.
It was nice. But yeah, have y'all pickleball there or where do you go?
No, so we've only walked by there on the the canal walk.
Yeah.
And so we noticed that their restaurant just opened up. Have you been to the restaurant yet?
Oh, I haven't.
The pizza place
yeah,
that's
it's
like
like
right
a-
there.
Oh yeah. So that was it was not quite open when we came.
Okay,
So they
cool.
prepared pieces for us to be the taste testers.
Oh, okay.
so
Nice.
cute.
So we were like VIP for
Nice.
the pizza.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I like it. I like it.
So
We get the
haven't
best experiences.
we haven't been there to play pickleball, but we have been going to Liz's friends.
My
Her-
best friend, she lives over in Charter Colony, and
Her
they actually
subdivision,
have
yeah.
like 8 or 10
Yeah, they have a
courts
lot. Yeah.
that you can
Nice.
reserve ahead of time, and her and her boyfriend are really into it. So the 4 of us have been playing, and they have a neighborhood like tournament going on. So
Nice. I love
they've
that.
gotten really good at it. We have our own rackets and stuff now, so there's a little pocket like 1 court over here.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if it's cool one day,
Yeah.
right now it's like going to be in the
Yeah,
90s
it's
next
hot,
week,
yeah.
but maybe we can go to the indoor because they have indoor ones,
I
right?
was going to say that's the cool thing about Paddle Plant is that it's not quite indoors. They just have like an overpath. So you still have the outdoor elements and you have the water there and the murals. It's such a vibe.
and you're like in the
Beautiful.
shade.
It's such a vibe.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
You're gonna have you did have a photo shoot there like that.
Of course we got the content. Of course.
I know those pics looked so much fun.
God, we gotta go. I've never played.
So how long have you been playing pickleball?
So that was my first time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. And it's like a bug. It's addictive, just like golf. It's,
I know.
It's like once you start, it's fun. And I think we are at a place now where people were so sick of being stuck in the house and, tied to our computers and our Zoom calls that everyone's ready to get active. So
yeah, it's officially
sure.
ended. Like it's been
Yeah,
ended.
that's how I am. I just
Yeah.
want to be outside.
we're
I
outside.
love
all
that
summer.
that era is past. Finally.
So over, like
Thank
completely
God.
over.
Please. Stay that
Oh my
way.
god.
As the world like opens up
As the world opens. I think we're outside now. We're
Yes,
outside.
outside. So going back to forming the group, golf has a long reputation of being male dominated as well
Very
as not
stuffy.
very minority focused as well. So what kind of barriers, if any, did you face, or did you feel any pressure to I have to make this the best? 'Cause
Look at y'all coming with the good questions. I love it. To your point, yes, it is traditionally known as a stuffy sport. But what's interesting is I got the bug at a time where they're wanting to change the face of the game. Right. I didn't know that, but as I started having conversations with people who are already in golf, whether they're golf pros or they're like shop owners or golf course owners, and they're all saying that the goal is to change the face of the game. So I think that's helped to have me welcomed into spaces, and also that I'm a little naive. I have like this childlike charm that I don't know of rooms that I don't belong in. So I just go in.
I love
that. We're the same way.
Yeah, with a big personality. So it's like, you may not have wanted me here, but I'm here. So let's have fun. Let's toast it up. I'm not going anywhere.
That's how you do it. Going off of Liz's question, how do you make the game feel approachable for women who may have never picked up a golf club before?
That's a great question, because a lot of the girls are afraid. And I think that's why women gravitate to us, because we're known as a beginner-friendly clinic, and we just kind of grew into a whole social club movement. But we've created an environment where women feel safe. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of women did not go out, because they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't want to feel like they were in the way or being judged.
Or mansplained.
Mansplained. So my trainer, Reed, and I, we've kind of fed off of each other, and we just have such a dynamic and a groove that the girls appreciate, like the way that he explains things to them. It's not mansplaining. It's not making them feel like they're stupid. And then they're around other women. So it's like, okay, I'm not the only person who doesn't know what I'm doing. So I'm safe here.
Right.
Yeah. So we've created a safe space.
And it has that vibe to it too, where it's like kind of like fashion meets sport. So it's not like people are judging you for being girly, God forbid.
God forbid. And you know what's funny? The boys love that. They love that we're out there. They welcome us with open arms.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We give them life.
So how did you meet?
So fabulous, right?
That's so fabulous, Big Daddy.
How did you meet Reed? And did he give you like private lessons, and then did you build up to starting this, or what was the process?
That's the most interesting thing. Going back to my sales manager who assisted me, who was the sales manager of a community at the time, he made that introduction for me. He actually introduced me to Troy, who's Reed's father, Troy Thorne, who's a golf pro over at the Highlands where we do most of our golfing. And keep in mind, this is like an idea, right? So you just have these strangers coming up and saying, hey, I want to do this. And they welcomed us with open arms. And honestly, I don't think we'd be where we are if they weren't so open to us at the time. And so they had no clue what was going on. They just kind of went with it, and it took on a life of its own. Troy introduced me to his son, and I think it was more of a like, okay, I don't know what these girls are doing, but I want to support them. I don't have the time to do it, so let me let you do it.
Right.
And it just became a thing. And now it's like, it's
pretty big.
That's our golf course. Mm-hmm. The girls are taking over.
You said you golf at the Highlands?
That's where we golf mostly.
Where
that's
is
where our membership is. So that's in the Highlands. It's in Chesterfield area. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you go to like places like Drive Shack and Top Golf just to?
So we haven't done that. We did have a place that we went to that shall remain nameless. In the winter time to do like our indoor season a little bit, but we have not done the Top Golfs or the Drive. What is it? Drive Shack.
Drive Shack.
I haven't been there yet. Yeah, the girls like to be outside. I think it's because of the content.
Okay,
Yeah.
the content.
So, yeah, they want to be
Also,
outside.
knock on wood. I mean, yes, we got a fair amount of snow this year, but we still had like in December it was fairly mild.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is me also trying to get a pool at some point. Like I always have to plug this. I'm like, it's like warm at least 9 or 10 months of the year here, right, guys?
All right, I have a fun question. So you offer clinics, events, and so many ways to get involved. What's been your favorite event so far and why? Because you have so many fun ones.
Oh my gosh, we've had some. Ooh, that's a hard one. What's my favorite? Can I have two?
Yeah.
So recently we did a Bougie movie night. That was so much fun. It was so bougie.
Like, I want to know more about this. Is it the movies or just the?
No.
Is it just the
The vibe.
The vibe was bougie. We had on like our silk pajamas, and we had like our snacks. We had oyster Rockefeller.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was so bougie.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It was fun. We have a little bit of content on that one. We didn't have our videographer there, so we didn't get as much content.
You were having too much fun.
That literally,
so much fun.
that event sounds like Liz and I.
I know.
I told you, girls, you're supposed
I
to be with
know.
us.
Damn it.
You're playing. But no, that was fun. That was one. And I would say golf friendsgiving is a lot of fun. That's what we do for Thanksgiving. That's our give back to the community. So that's just a complimentary event, and it's so fabulous. We have a chef who comes out and does this amazing spread. I think you saw it with like all the smoke and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, that was a really good bonding moment. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just to show our appreciation.
So what is it, members? Can you tell everyone listening like what the process is if we want to come or they want to come play, join you, etc.?
So we are available to the public. Come out. We do have a membership now, though, that launched in May. So we do have 60 members. But outside of that, we do have our clinics are open to anyone who wants to come. Cool. Some of our events are members only, but there are still opportunities to hang out with the girls.
Nice.
With the girls.
How do
Girls,
you become?
goils.
How do you become a member?
How do you become a member?
Is there an initiation?
There's a hazing process, right?
With the paddles,
Some waterboarding.
Yes. It's all
pickleball paddling.
illegal. No, I'm kidding. So you simply have to apply. It is closed right now, but it does reopen when this airs. So
sweet.
Isn't that cool?
Wonderful.
Yeah. So we reopen when this airs, and it will probably open one additional time this year. And it's just an application process, so we know a little bit more about you and let you know a little bit more about us. I would recommend at least attending one event first, but we have a lot of girls who joined who had never even attended an event. They were just like, nope.
If I were to join, am I just plopped out on a golf course, or is there like okay, we're going to start you off with like doing some like driving stuff? Like,
Yeah.
Yes. So you would start out at our clinics where we do our putting, our chipping, and we do the driving range. That's with instruction. We have 2 membership tiers as well. But the traditional clinic, it's doing the putting, the chipping, the driving range, and learning like some golf etiquette. We also have another tier where the girls are now going out on the course and receiving a lesson. So you still have a pro with you and teaching you the game. So that's what I mean by we are completely beginner friendly. We pay attention to the details. You learn the basics, and then you actually go out on the course, and you still have a trainer with you, so you don't feel alone.
That's so
that's
fun.
good,
So
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
What's your handicap?
Girl. Can I be honest?
Yes, of course. You're in a safe space.
She doesn't have.
I don't have one.
Oh, really?
Isn't that interesting? I'm in charge of this growing group of 700 people on a list, hosted over 300 women, 60 on our membership, and I don't have a handicap. I think it was so funny when I started too, which is hilarious. I remember being at a happy hour with some colleagues, and they all play golf. And of course, the number one thing that one of them said was, you know how much money I missed because I was not on the golf course? And then another one says, I think the funniest thing about this is you're starting a group and you don't even know how to play golf. And I said, isn't that funny?
Yeah. That is pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
But
I
love that.
It's like,
That's awesome.
it's like you gotta fake it till you make it, right?
That's life.
You do have to fake it till you make it, but I am honest with the girls. They know that I'm learning just as much as them.
Yeah.
They probably know how to play better than me because they're
yeah.
out there more.
Yeah.
I'm hosting. But I am taking lessons starting this week. So, yeah. Well, next week, my trainer, he's at his honeymoon.
Oh,
Oh, okay. All right.
I have a question. What is a handicap? I I don't know what that is.
You want to answer that?
What is it?
It's well, it's your isn't it the amount of strokes you usually
Are over par.
are over par, or is that?
None of us know.
My God, my grandpa used to play every day too.
Then why'd you ask,
Hold on.
Liz?
Because I wanted to sound like I knew what I was talking about.
I'm letting you guys
I thought
take
Leslie
over.
knew.
That's hilarious.
Big Daddy
None of us
knows.
know.
I know you used to be on the golf team. Damn it!
Yeah.
In high
What the
school.
hell? I was a cart girl.
Were you?
Yeah, at the Hermitage Country Club.
That is so cool. I've done a 50-50 raffle as the cart girl and raised some money. I actually did a tournament last Friday, and I went thinking that, I'm just going to raise the money for these people. I'm going to go ahead and get a card and get some drinks and get money from the boys to raise for the charity. And they're like, nope, you're out here. And I said, okay.
What's the
But
answer?
we did really
Liz?
good, though.
I know. That job, I made the most. Like, I have a career, and I made way more than I make in my job, my real
Stop it.
job.
That's sad.
I think
maybe I should quit.
Did
my
you
job.
say way more?
Yeah, like I made $300 one time in 2 days.
Stop it.
That's pretty good?
You want to go back?
I loved it. It was easy.
But that
Well,
one
maybe
guy was an
part-time.
asshole.
My manager at the time there, he's no longer there, and I won't say his name, but he
shall
was a
remain nameless.
jerk. I hated that guy.
All right.
I like
Well,
those.
a handicap is a numerical measure of a player's potential ability used to level the playing field for golfers of different skill levels. It represents the number of strokes a player is expected to play. See, I knew what I was talking about. Above or below par on a
so
given
I was
course.
right.
Yeah.
Par.
So lower handicaps indicate better players. I just remember people saying like, "Oh, I'm 1 over par" or whatever.
What's your handicap?
Yeah, yeah. My grandpa
Too nice.
did play. He played every day, so I did not get that from him though. Because I played golf once, my best friend and we bought all of our outfits, and we went to Honey Hawk, and they were offering us. Maybe it wasn't Honey Hawk. Where was it? It was Keswick. Mm-hmm. And they were offering them a corporate membership, and we played 2 holes, and her husband and his best friend ended up playing the rest of it. We went back to the clubhouse and had drinks, and the bartender was you
we're
are the
over this.
best women who've ever been here. Because we were having too many cocktails.
Okay, I want to know about your experience in TV.
Oh, no.
So you're not just leading a movement, you're also a media queen. What is it like hosting the American Dream TV, and how did that opportunity come about?
You girls make a girl feel so good.
We try.
Is there room for a 4th co-host? Oh my God. I mean, there's
on.
another table.
Come
There's
on.
another chair.
Yeah,
I
So we
know,
can put the
yeah.
guest here and I stay here.
You're welcome.
well,
yes,
yeah, well-
yes.
We'd love to have you.
Well,
I need to talk to management. Would that be Big Daddy?
It
yeah,
was me.
we'll take your application.
He's the boss.
It's a lot of fun. That opportunity came about because I was actually relocating here, and I had caught wind of it. In Atlanta, I had done a few things. I had done House Hunters. And
So cool.
It is so cool.
That's
It's a lot of fun. Of course, everyone always wants to know, well, how does the show come together? Do they know what house it is?
Yeah,
And
I have questions on House Hunters.
everyone has questions. I need to be careful because you guys may not let me out until I tell you. But I signed an NDA, so I can't talk about it.
Really? Oh my!
Damn.
NDA.
What?
That's some tea.
NDA.
That's crazy for House Hunters.
Yeah, I've heard some theories about the show, but are you not able to talk about them?
I shall not confirm.
I know someone who was buying, so we'll talk after this.
Hey, does that mean you have a buyer for me? If you have a buyer for me, I may be willing to talk.
she was on the show.
Oh, she's already bought.
Buying, yes.
My lips are sealed.
Yes. But I'll tell you about her experience, and you can confirm or deny afterwards.
I may wink or shake
Yeah.
my head or something like that.
Yes, yes.
So I had done that, and I had actually done some other cool things in Atlanta that we don't have time to talk about, but all kind of leading its way to that. And as I was segueing here, I wasn't able to take advantage of the opportunity there. So I spoke with the producers, and I was like, hey, I'm actually moving to Richmond, and I think it'll be cool to do it there. The show was actually in a few other cities, but it had not made its way to Richmond because, like you said, Richmond's that place that people don't know that there's a lot going on in Richmond.
Yeah.
And I was joining a team at the time, so producers loved the conversation of bringing it here, and that's how it kind of came about.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's all about timing.
It's all about timing, and I think what's really cool about it is I'm from here, right? So I'm rediscovering Richmond on a show and bringing viewers along the way. And some other hosts now have the opportunity to do that as well. So it's pretty cool to have brought something to a town that's now affecting other people in a positive way. So that's good.
Yeah, can you tell us the concept of the show?
Sure. So the concept is pretty much displaying the lifestyle, the real estate, and why people eat, work, play here. So what makes Richmond cool? What's the vibe of Richmond? We want people to move here. We want people to love it here. So that's the premise of the show.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you find the show?
Sure. So it's on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
Initially, it was on Fox when I first got here, but now we're all streaming because no one watches cable.
Yep.
Not us. No.
Yeah. So you can stream on Amazon,
Okay.
YouTube TV,
Okay.
Roku, all the streaming platforms.
Sweet. I'm trying
Yeah, I'm
it out.
definitely
How
gonna
many
check that
seasons?
out.
Do you know how many seasons it has?
So we're in season 9 right now.
Okay.
So it's been out for
Wow.
quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just brand new here. Well, it's been
Okay.
here a year now. I've been here a year.
Okay, that's cool.
That's awesome.
So that and real estate are like your main gigs?
Those are my two
Besides-
babies right now. I'm actually literally smack dab in the middle of something else. I do invest in some other things, but as far as to talk about, that's what I do. Yeah.
You're like TBD.
TBD.
or
TBD.
to be announced, TBA.
To be announced.
Can you spill any tea at all from behind the scenes of anything that you've done on TV?
I have a fun
Okay.
fact.
All right, let's hear it.
Yes.
So I was a seat filler once.
Really? What is that?
Have you? So you've never even
Like
heard
the
of a movie, a
Oscars.
seat where you
Oh,
fill the
oh,
seat?
okay.
Isn't that so cool?
Oh, that's really interesting.
Like if someone goes to the bathroom, then
not an
empty
sit
seat.
there. So there's no
Oh,
empty
so
seat.
it's like a seat warmer kind
It's
of?
like a seat warmer.
Okay.
And it's so cool. I only did it once. How did I even do that? I can't even remember. I got a call. I was doing like some small acting stuff and like some background stuff and just different things in Atlanta. Just like bucket list things, right? And a casting director called me and was like, hey, we need someone to be able to do this. And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing anything tonight. And who doesn't just have a gown casually
of course.
in your closet, right?
Love it. Oh my God. She's like us.
It was so funny. I was like, okay, God, now you know me. I do not want to have to get up and go from seat to seat. That is not my jam. Do you not know I had my same seat the entire time?
Really?
I did not have, and I had prime seating.
Oh my
Oh, really?
gosh.
Yes.
That's the universe
And then
right
like
there.
T.I. and his family were sitting behind
Wow.
me.
Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
cool.
God.
It was
Did you get
so
to meet
cool. What was
him?
I next? I met him before in Miami. That's a story for another day, honey. That's
yes.
a good
Yeah, we
story.
love
Yes.
T.I.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. We all love Tia.
Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of that story. So this was probably 2006 or so, right? This is like a long time ago, but he's like married to Tiny, so this is not too long. So I'm in Miami with one of my girlfriends. We were staying at the Ritz, and we met his manager in the elevator. And so he took a liking to my friend, who shall remain nameless, because this was like, this is so juicy. So long story short, I guess to impress her, we were like invited to everything. So we went everywhere with them.
In
and it
Miami? That's
it
insane.
was Tiny's birthday.
Oh my God.
So we went to like dinner with them, and then there was like Fat Joe at the table.
my God.
There were other celebrities I just can't remember right now.
Who was Fat Joe?
Now lean back. No, that's not. Yeah,
That
is
is
that
Fat
him? Yeah.
Joe. Yeah. Was it Fat Joe or was it?
He's a musician.
Oh, okay.
It was
All
like
right.
it was a lot of celebrities at this dinner. It was so long ago. It slips me. But we were at dinner. She had all these fabulous gifts, and we went out to like a club after, all these different things. It was so cool.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
We were like rock
amazing.
stars.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
back then they had like this magazine called Hip Hop Weekly. I'm not sure if you
Okay.
remember that magazine.
I don't.
But
No, I'm not
imagine
familiar.
just imagine, but
You were in-
disclaimer, I know nothing about any of the allegations in the media or anything like that. We had clean fun, okay?
Okay,
It
all
was
right.
it was
Good, clean
clean.
fun.
It was
Okay.
good, clean
All right.
fun.
Good, clean.
Yeah, and once the night ended, we were in one SUV. They were in another. We went this way. They went that way. I know nothing else. But nevertheless, where was I going with that story?
You just wanted to give us a snippet.
tea about T.I.,
So that
yeah.
was a little tea. That was a lot of fun. They were very kind. We had a really good time, and I thought that was so cool. Oh, imagine I was telling you about Hip Hop Weekly. So imagine coming back to work the next week, right, and telling a little bit of the story, and people are like, whatever. And then the magazine comes out, and you're like the front cover
Oh my
at
God.
the table with them, and it's like, oh, you really were there.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome.
You got the receipts, like,
I have
literally.
lived. I wish I had a copy of that. I don't know where it is.
We'll
But
have
yeah,
we'll
I've
look it up
lived.
online, don't we?
I've lived, child.
So getting back to ladies golf too, what would be like an ultimate goal, or do you have any goals
Yes.
like that you're trying to reach right now?
So I do. I'll talk about the immediate, but the long term, I'm going to keep it in my back pocket.
all right.
You just never know.
We'll
who's
allow
listening.
it. You can come back.
Yeah, allow me to come back on that one. But immediately, the goal is to grow out our membership a little bit more. Also, we want to. That's honestly the only thing I can talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the membership is giving country club vibes.
The
but in a
membership
in
is
a
giving.
cool way.
Yes, we're bringing all the things that you want that aren't in there that the girls like.
Ladies,
Yeah.
please check them out. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I can't wait to go golfing.
If your
for real.
husband makes you annoyed with his golfing, you should become a member of
You
this,
should
I
for
feel
sure
like.
become a member. This will be your thing.
Or even your boyfriend,
Yeah.
whoever.
Well, the boyfriends like us. They're like, oh my gosh, my girl, she plays.
Yeah.
They love it.
The husbands are like, great. I was trying to do this to get away
Without-
from you. Now,
Now you're better than me.
just kidding.
Little competition, little friendly competition.
One final question, which isn't actually about golf. Mm-hmm. Do you know any of the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh, y'all are good with the questions. So I don't know them personally, but I've seen them quite a bit around town because Atlanta is so small.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's like so common to run into people. But I've run into Kenya a couple times.
Oh, wow.
Like randomly going to Ross.
That's
They're so
awesome.
cool, yeah.
Wow.
I run into Ross.
You wouldn't think that for some reason.
Yeah.
Like Ross, the store.
The store. Yeah.
Rick Ross.
They're like normal people. I didn't live too far from Atlanta has like these suburbs. So it's like Alpharetta, Sandy Springs, and a lot of them are kind of in that area, or they're sometimes over in Duluth. I've run into Portia.
Love Portia.
I have not run into Nene. I would love to have run into Nene. You know who I ran into who was so cool? What's her name? Oh gosh. She had a peach for like a hot second. She's the best dressed. Marlo. I ran into her at the Sky Zone.
Oh,
Me and
cool.
my daughter were at the jumping place.
Oh,
She
that's
had her
cool. Yeah.
nephews, and we had a whole conversation. She's so nice.
I heard she's like one of the nicest ones
She
that was
is
ever on.
nice.
In real life.
I went to a dinner where Candy was there. It was like an
Oh,
intimate
awesome.
dinner, and I had a conversation with her.
You were like,
met
I know
her.
your girl Tiny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't do that though, because that would have been kind of like
Weird.
that would have been weird, kind of like stalkerish fangirl. And I'm not a fangirl. I've just had some really cool moments. Have I seen any of the other girls? I think that's it. No Kim. No Phaedra.
I'm sure Kim will be making some more appearances. Apparently, she's fallen on some
She should
hard
come back.
times.
She should come back.
I know. I think she should come back. I wish Nene would come back, but I think Bravo and her are broken up. I don't know.
I think they are too, but I think they need to bring it back. So this isn't a housewife, but this is a fun fact. You girls are getting all the tea. So, do you watch the show Married to Medicine?
Yes.
She does. I don't.
So, Dr. Jackie.
Yes.
She's a doctor at my doctor's office.
Oh
so
my
I've seen her
God.
once. Yeah, so she's seen my lady
That's
parts.
crazy. Oh my God, that's
She's
awesome.
a real doctor.
She's a real doctor. She's a
You've watched some
gynecologist.
Married to Medicine.
Yeah.
She's a really good doctor too. So
I mean, like
yeah.
Kamala Harris, like talked to her. You saw her on the show, like they were doing
wow.
stuff, like talking
Yeah.
about mortality rates for
Yeah.
like Black women, especially.
Yeah, she's an
they're
excellent
pregnant,
doctor.
so.
And fun fact, her partner, who's my doctor, is also from Richmond.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
really?
such a
Yeah.
small world.
Yeah, and I
Well,
still, yeah.
tell her we said hi next time.
I will.
Maybe she can take a look at mine.
They're in Georgia, but yeah, go ahead.
I have one last question for me. How can we support Ladies Golf 2 and all things like your media work?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So just support us by liking, sharing, commenting on our stuff. Come out and golf with us. We have a really good time. If you want to find us on any of these platforms, it's official Ladies Golf 2. By the time you hear this, it may be Ladies Golf 2 Club. I don't know yet, but one of those should pull us up. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of the places where you find people, you can find us.
And you can look in the show notes, everyone listening, because we will link it.
Yes, look at the show notes.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, we are going to move on, and I believe Big Daddy is going to drop it on us.
All right.
But
and-
please, Leslie, jump in if you have any
Will
comments.
do.
Or-
All right, and the moment you've been waiting for. So, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about some golf fun facts. So you might already know some of these. So, starting off, caddies originated in France, where French students would carry clubs for golfers to try to earn some extra money. The word itself is derived from the French word cadet, which is the term for a student. The best an amateur has ever done at the Masters is second place, starting in 1956 with Ken Venturi.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I found it to be pretty interesting. For hundreds of years, there is no standard for the number of holes a golf course had. Some had 9, 14, 22, or even more.
How many?
It was basically whatever you could fit on a parcel of land you were turning into a course. So the 18-hole course is a modern convention.
Ooh.
Now that's a fun fact.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Interesting.
And so this is another one, kind of a different fun fact. So this has to do with Kim Jong-un II. So in his first round of golf ever, he shot a negative 38, including 11 hole-in-ones on Pyongyang's 1,700-yard championship course.
That's so weird that you're saying that because I literally deep dived into North Korea today.
Did you learn about
His
the
Pyongyang.
the
I didn't learn
golfing
about
prowess?
that. I learned about that
Yeah, I'm like,
21-year-old
that is
that
cheating, right? He had to have been cheating.
No, he did it all. And no,
That's seriously so
no
weird.
exaggeration.
Lies.
And so moving on to U.S. presidents in golf, can you guess who the most avid golfer is out of all of the U.S. presidents?
The orange cheese.
No.
Let me think. Can I guess?
Yes.
Was it Biden?
No, not Biden.
Someone who was good, you mean?
I'm thinking it's someone way earlier.
Yeah, way earlier.
I was going to say, like,
yeah.
I'll guess. I don't think JFK played golf.
He did actually.
Okay, well, then I'll say him.
No, it wasn't JFK.
Well,
though.
damn it.
Bush.
No, so it's
Reagan.
estimated that Woodrow Wilson played over 1,200 rounds of golf
wow.
during his 2 terms. So he
I
even
don't know if that's a
played.
good thing or a bad thing. He was
He
playing a lot of golf.
he even played in the snow with black painted golf balls. He reportedly
What?
played almost every day, often at the urging of his White House physician for exercise and relaxation. And so
Weird.
yeah, he was like basically obsessed. So Donald Trump is the most avid golfer in modern history, or Yeah, modern history.
There you
And
go. So I was right.
And so he, in his first term, he played well over 300 rounds of golf. And then Barack Obama, he played over 300 rounds during his first 2 terms. So you can see the difference there. And so, do you know where the term links comes from?
Sausage?
I was thinking, does it have something to do with a unit of measurement?
No, actually.
Oh, damn it.
So it's due to the historical origin of the game on coastal land in Scotland. Links are sandy, often dune-covered terrain where early golf courses were built. These areas were typically between the sea and arable farmland and were not suitable for farming or building, making them ideal for golf.
Cool. We went to St. Andrews last year. Was it last year? Yeah, in Scotland. No one was playing. They were having some kind of tournament, but they were like in between, or they were done for the day when we were there.
That's
But it's
cool.
gorgeous.
Yeah, and so interesting you brought that up because St. Andrews was the first golf course that had 18 holes.
It's because I knew that.
wow.
I knew you were going to segue.
Big
that.
Mama knew. Big Mama.
And so the first golf balls were called featheries, and they were made
Shuttlecocks?
they were made of leather stuffed with feathers. They were expensive and difficult to make. Later, gutta percha balls made from a rubber-like tree sap became popular, revolutionizing the game.
Revolutionized.
Yeah. Before modern golf tees were popularized in the 1920s, players would shape small mounds of sand to elevate their ball for the first shot of each hole.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of
Time
work.
consuming.
Yeah, so can you imagine just molding
It's
the...
like
A
a
lot of work.
snowball.
yeah.
Was that the caddy's job?
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I would
the-
be asking. Like,
Caddy!
Who's your caddy?
So in golf, you often hear the terms birdie, eagle, or maybe albatross and the condor, which is even rare, and I'll get to that. So these terms for scoring under par come from old slang. Birdie came from a player hitting a, quote, bird of a shot in 1889. An albatross or double eagle is 3 strokes under par on a single hole, while a condor is 4 strokes under par, which is basically a hole-in-one on a par 5, which is incredibly rare. And so this is kind of an interesting rule. If your ball somehow ends up inside the clubhouse and the clubhouse isn't marked as out of bounds, you can open a door or window and play the next shot without penalty.
without penalty.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it
Oh
on
my
purpose
God.
then.
I'd be breaking a window or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Next
Hitting a
I'm
child.
I'm like, who the hell hits their ball into the clubhouse?
I'm gonna test that.
So anyway, that's your
Support
last fun fact of Drop It On Us, Big Daddy.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Big
Big Daddy.
All right, we got some upcoming events. Virginia Rep, located at 114 West Broad Street. It's going on right now, June 21st to August 3rd. Waitress, the musical.
Ooh.
It's one I really want to see. We should go.
I think I've seen that. I saw
Really?
it at the Altria a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it came a couple years
Yeah.
ago. Sarah Bareilles did it. Like, it's supposed to be really
Yeah,
good.
I liked it a lot.
So, Big Daddy, you should get me tickets.
And me.
Anyway, it's so like I said, June 21st to August 3rd. Go to Virginia Rep, tickets.va-rep.org to get your pricing, because I looked it up and at the back of the first floor it was like $68. So I bet like balcony is probably around the same. And then also at the Mechanicsville Ranch on July
Ooh,
11th.
my
I know
favorite.
we haven't been there in a while. A Ladysmith, a lady-fronted band. Love shouting those out. At 9:30 that night is Ladysmith. They're a rockin' band for music lovers that cover all genres: rock, pop, country, Motown, and their lead vocalist is named Olivia.
Are they from Ladysmith?
Olivia Murphy, to be exact. No, I don't think so. But cool.
Where is Ladysmith?
That's like
Virginia?
somewhere in Virginia. It's
Oh.
near here.
It's
We've
towards
driven
DC.
through it. I
Okay.
don't know exactly the mile marker. Olivia, you got some
Yes.
festivals?
I have rapid fire RVA festivals coming at you. So try to catch these fun festivals happening in our city. So the first one I have is south of the James Summer Market, which is a weekly farmers market from July 6th through the 27th and August 3rd through the 31st. So 2 months. The
Nice.
Anime Richmond Comic-Con. Comic-Con on July 19th at the Richmond Raceway. Be there, be square. Trains, trucks, and tractors.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeehaw.
Exhibit at Keystone Truck and Tractor Museum from July 19th through the 20th and the 26th through the 27th. Carytown Watermelon Festival. I've always wanted
Always
to
a hit.
go. I never have gone.
It's very
It's
crowded.
usually very hot too.
Well,
but it's amazing.
I won't be going, but enjoy. On August 10th, morning to afternoon street festival. Then the International Dragon Boat Festival,
Oh.
August 2nd at Robius Landing Park.
What-
Oh yeah, they race the boats.
Yeah,
it's fun.
that was going to be my question.
Dragon boats?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like part of Chinese heritage, I believe.
Oh, that's cool.
I might
Oh.
be speaking.
Oh, interesting.
Damn it. Then Guts, Gravel, Glory. Mountain bike race at Pocahontas State Park on August 3rd.
Let's do that, babe.
No, that's going to be a no.
The Peach Festival at Market
no.
Miller Orchard, August 9th. Jam-packed, a popular one, Jam-packed Craft Beer and Music Festival on Browns Island on August 9th. And I've been trying to win tickets, I think, for the past 5 years.
Me too.
And then the last one, Richmond Comedy and Music Festival at Diversity Richmond on August 30th.
Nice.
Oh, that might be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Be there.
Square.
Be square. And then we have, of course, our business of the week, which brings me back to, it's a full circle moment, back to the top of the show, to my attic. Giorno Market, located at 2708 East Marshall Street. Giorno Market brings joy. I'm trying to do my Italian accent.
It's joy.
In the ritual of life. Life is beautiful.
Mario
Mwah.
e Luigi.
Yes, yes. You need to eat the high quality Italian meats, regional favoritas, and daily essentials. It's actually really cute. It's like at the end of this strip where Matt's been to the
Ben's Barbershop.
Shout out Ben's Barbershop. But they've taken over. There used to be like a little antique open air market there, and now they've brought in new ownership. And we met the wife. She's the owner. This past weekend, and she made the best coffee for
Yeah,
us.
coffee was so good.
Which led me to maybe, after having espresso martinis after that, a slight caffeine overdose. But c'est la vie.
Yeah, it wasn't just like drip coffee, it was espresso.
Yeah. I had their iced cafe Americano. It was delicioso. But your flat white was
No,
delicious
it was divine.
And they have like pasta, and right now they have a refrigerator that has like, they have like Italian sodas and stuff. And then in the next few weeks, I think she said phase 2, they're going to be getting another cooler with they'll have
Cheeses.
like cheeses, meats.
If they
and
said
then
Jesus.
Cheeses.
Jesus might be there too. I don't know. But it's good food. It could bring him down. That's how good it is. That is.
That's how good it is. Huh?
That's right. And then we have our show of the week.
Well, actually, the band of the week
who's doing a show soon.
is the Prabir Trio. And so we recently saw them at the Allianz Amphitheater for the Sunset Soundcheck. And so the Prabir Trio, it was the first band to ever take the stage, and they sounded really good.
I thought they were awesome.
And so they're an India-inspired rock and roll band that melds Eastern and Western cultures
It was
together.
so cool.
The
That sounds
singer,
awesome.
whose name is Prabir Mehta, is originally from India and moved to Virginia. He is also in the Tom Petty cover band Full Moon Fever, and the band is comprised of the singer, who also plays guitar, drums, bass, and harmony vocals, and they are currently playing shows in support of their latest album, Long After the Empire.
He's an incredible musician.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, really good. And so they have a show at the Broadberry coming up?
Yes, they have a show at the Broadberry on July 24th with Shag Woof and Sweet Touch. Doors open at 7. General admission is $22.26.
It's very specific.
I know, it's weird.
That is an
but
interesting number.
that might not include tax. So we got some shout outs.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
You said that with
I would like to shout out Ladies Golf 2 first.
Yay! Yes.
Thank you so much.
She stole mine.
Leslie
It
Marie.
was a hole in one.
It was all in one.
It was so much fun to have you.
I know.
Thank you.
You're so awesome.
Y'all are fun.
And your voice sounds so great.
Oh, and
That
then
means
we also forgot to
Yeah.
say. We also forgot to say that we met you but didn't know it at
Right,
the Underground
at dinner.
Kitchen with Michael Sparks.
Shout out Michael Sparks.
hilarious.
And he's
That was
such a
such a
great,
fun
great
time.
And
person.
Underground Kitchen. I love that
It
place.
was so much fun. Have you girls been since
Not
then?
since.
No, it hasn't
No.
worked out.
Okay.
How
I
about
haven't been
you?
Either. No, I would
We
love
need to go
Yeah,
back.
we want to go back.
Yeah.
Let's keep our eyes on that and we'll go.
Oh, the food was
Yeah.
so good.
It was
And the company was good too. And the music.
the music.
Yeah.
It was such a
that
vibe.
Very well.
DJ.
Oh my god,
Very
and
well
the
put together,
wine.
yeah.
We had what Ferguson, what was his first name? Was it Michael? Ferguson? Not
Yeah.
Michael.
The Sumaya?
Justin Ferguson, that's his
Jesus.
name.
Is that the Sumaya?
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that- Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't remember
Yeah,
his name. but
he's
he was
really nice.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he came on.
Everyone's really good.
He brought some wine
Oh, really?
that I bought that night and totally forgot about.
For months.
yes.
Anyway, shout
It was
out
hilarious.
to Justin Ferguson, the Underground Kitchen, Radar Theory, who we got to see,
Yeah, we did see them at Mainline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were great.
Nice.
New Kent Winery, where I like to go. Their summer series, I think, just ended, but there might be more. Who knows? The summer festivals in Richmond, the Allianz Amphitheater, and the Broadberry. Liz?
Well, I just wanted to shout out Michael Sparks, like I just said.
She took all of yours.
I know she stole everything.
Wow.
Sorry.
Shout out to let's see here. What's something I've done that's fun? Shout out to Upper Shirley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
Upper
was
Shirley.
fun the other week when we went. And shout out to
Midlothian Mines.
Midlothian Mines. Matt and I
shout
ran
out.
a 5K, and
I came in first.
Matt came in first for the
Yeah.
men, and I came in first for the women. So
Oh,
well,
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Mama and Big
yeah.
Daddy representing.
Yeah,
Yes,
represent.
my
Mamas
I
and
love
the papas.
it. Mamas and the papas. I got a
Leslie?
shout out.
Yes.
I want to shout out the Hoffheimer building.
Oh, yeah, we love the
I
Hoffheimer.
love the Hoff. They're
Oh my
now
gosh.
doing a series. My girl Natalie.
We love her.
Yeah.
She
Oh
was
my gosh.
on.
Shout out to
Natalie.
Natalie. Oh my gosh, so sad to hear about your dad, but I
Yes.
love seeing all the fun you're having on your way back here to
Bonnaroo.
Richmond
Yes.
with your fam and your friends. So
haven't-
we're encircling you in our hearts.
Anyway,
And
what's the
love.
series?
So they're now
Sorry.
doing a candlelight series where they have like acoustic music and the candlelight
Oh,
on
nice.
Sundays. So I went.
Ooh.
Was it last Sunday or the Sunday before last? I can't remember.
Is
but
that
they're
part of
doing
the
that.
Love Movement?
No, it's a new series in the restaurant
Oh, cool.
portion. So the Love Movement, they'll still be moving the love upstairs, and we have the candlelight series downstairs.
and
now.
Harry's.
And
Yeah.
Harry's, yeah. And Harry's.
We'll have to check it
You'll
out.
have to check it out. The music is really good. The vibe is nice with the candles. So
We're
Shout out
getting
to
together
her.
some open mic stuff that we want to do there on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
They are so cool.
We'll keep you posted.
We've had Carter and Natalie on.
Yeah.
Oh,
We love them both.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so
They're
nice.
amazing.
Yeah, they're so open to different things over there. So that's
I
pretty
know.
cool.
So cool.
Very community.
All right,
Big
so
Daddy.
my shout outs go to all the lovers in Richmond. And so
Richmond is for lovers.
first, starting off, I guess this could be considered a basement. This has to do with Taboo, and so they've been bought by an adult store chain called
Oh,
I
Romantics,
randomly
based
saw that.
out of Denver. The store is undergoing a transition and will be rebranded, and they're rehiring new staff.
That is sad.
Literally, Matt said last weekend when we were driving, sorry, no shade on Priscilla's, but yet it is. When we were driving by Priscilla's, I was like, we should go in there. And he was like, I prefer Taboo.
So do I.
Oh yeah, Taboo
No, I
is so much
know.
better.
I know. It is
Taboo
better.
is my
but
favorite.
damn it. They
And
better
so
not change that shit.
I didn't know this, but the previous owner now had been working there for nearly 20 years. And
Oh, wow.
so next, I guess this could be the attic. And so this is the Lucky in Love Chapel that
Oh, yeah.
is opening. And so it's going to be a new Vegas-style wedding chapel, which will be opening on 402 East Gray Street in downtown Richmond.
Craig. Just kidding.
And so it's kind of close to Godfrey's in that general
Ooh.
area.
So you could get married and then catch a drag show.
I think
Yeah.
it would go well because no one can afford anything right now. So people who want to have a cheap wedding should go.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I guess they were trying to fill that space,
I
for
like
that.
it.
A little pizzazz instead of just like the courthouse.
Micro weddings are a thing
thing.
now, so it's
And-
actually a really good idea.
And so
Mad I
a-
didn't think of it first.
A little bit more about the chapel. And so the owners wanted to create a space for those who want a small ceremony at an affordable price. And it's described as cute and quirky with pink walls, red velvet curtains, mid-century
Color us
modern
I'm gonna
ceramic
do
cakes, vintage records, and a large white heart art installation. And they also have a spinning disco ball for the first dance.
Oh, that sounds so cute, actually.
It sounds so gaudy and
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's us.
Like like Pam Anderson, like bikini wedding dress kind of vibes.
And a
like,
veil.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are my shout outs.
I love that.
Awesome. Anybody have anything else? All right. Well, next time we have MJ. Tell us a little bit about MJ.
MJ is my trainer at RVA Kicks Club. He
Our trainer as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Liz and Matt are now
Yeah.
on board.
Strength training.
Yeah. And I'm doing the kickboxing class and I'm starting to spar. But he will transform your body and he's going to come on and talk all about how he does it.
Yes. I'm so excited. My booty's already getting tighter and bigger.
And he always says, you're going to cause a car crash. That's the goal.
All right. That's a good goal to have. Okay.
Anyway, you guys, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Spotify and all the things at OlaLaRVA.
And ladies golf too.
And ladies golf too.
Keep-
Shout out
Of
to my
course.
girls.
Yes.
Keep those likes coming. Eventually, we want to get to, 20,000 or...
That'd be great.
20,000.
2,000.
We're at like 1,500 right now. So lofty goals,
Nothing's
baby.
too hard.
Let's manifest this. Come on.
But yeah, make sure to follow Ladies Golf 2, who might be changing their handle. What was the handle again?
It may be Ladies Golf 2 Club. Currently, it's official Ladies Golf 2.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Well, thanks for being a guest. It was a great
I know.
show.
We had
Super
so
fun.
much fun.
Y'all are fine. And I look forward to coming back with more news.
Yes.
I look forward to
I
golfing
know.
with you.
have a
Yes.
lot in the works.
Yes,
It sounds
come,
like.
come. We have a cool event coming up at the end of, in July. It's Caviar Dreams, dinner
Ooh.
at dusk at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Oh my god.
And they're pulling out some stops for the girls.
Oh my
All
gosh. That sounds fun.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Color music.
Yeah.
You're looking at each other like, okay, are we going? Are we going?
Yes, yes.
What will I wear?
Fabulous.
All right.
All right. Until next time.
Love you.
Bye.
Ciao.